Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd cover a pretty neat and also a niche use case where a prospect asks us to demo a very specific use case for them. Um, they've then converted into a customer, and today you're about to see exactly why. So they had a huge list of prospects where they had correspondence with them on email and LinkedIn, um, but they really hadn't given them a lot of phone calls. And they wanted a solution where when they move that list into the diner, they would have all of the email correspondences they've had with those prospects show up in front of them or their agent without having to click into CRM or having to go through the entire email chain. So what I showed them was actually something, one of the reasons Flash Intel is like nothing else on the market. So I actually used the correspondences we were having with that customer or prospect at that point. In particular, I obviously changed the names of the company. I used my own information here and changed the customer's or prospect's name. But I added enrichment, and of course, you've seen me cover a lot of these in the past, so you can do a lot from the enrichment function. You can get company executives if it's a company a file. You can enrich people and get their emails. You can scrape LinkedIn Live. You can verify phone and email if it's a person file. But for the Flash agent in particular is something no one else has in the market. And what I did in this example was I ran an LLM search and I summarized all of the emails or the email body that we have with them. And basically, I built a report in CRM. I extracted that report. I included the last email body so it had the entire email chain. If I had multiple threads, I would have used multiple rows, but you get the gist. So I'll show you the exact enrichment I had it do. I basically instructed it to summarize everything in the email body and return the engagement summary, the key topics discussed, the objections, and any suggested next steps. So it returns me the results that Omar is engaged and responsive, asking clarifying questions. I'm interested or the prospect's interested in the HubSpot integration, which we have a native integration built out. There aren't any specific objections, and for the next steps, I should thoroughly answer the prospects' questions about US only calling and whatever questions they were asking. So it summarized all of this information and really instead of going through the entire thread, it really gives them all of the information they need on the fly to have a great conversation with them. And they really like the solution. So I ended up plugging this into the dialer. So let me show you how it looks like in the dialer. As soon as the call is placed, this is the email body. There's no way you would be able to go through this or read this when you're on a call. But instead, you could just go through the engagement summary and look like, okay, so they're engaged, they're responsive, and they're asking some clarifying questions. They're interested in the HubSpot integration. They don't have any objections, and our next step should be a conversation about US only calling, multiple phone numbers per contact, customer support response times, and just clarifying some questions around HubSpot email activity integration. And this is what really sold them on the platform, and I thought it was a pretty neat use case. Thanks so much. See you on the